I had a lot of issues with this trunk lid yesterday. I even lost my cool. I'm not sure, but I did lose my cool. I've lost it a few times, but what happened is when I did start the rivets on this trunk lid or tire cover, I put the rivets on the wrong side, and I was so confident when I started. I just was confident that that's the way it was supposed to go. And when I got it almost done, it was the wrong way. Damn it. It just seems like I'm... You know, try to be so confident in where you're going, and then end up being so backwards is so defeating. And there's nothing I can say about it or do about it other than fix it. Just broke that drill bit. Need that drill bit. Now, if you come over this side, Jolene will show you, every rivet that I put in caused me damage. It did, it caused me damage. So what happened was, I took paint that I painted earlier that was not completely dry, and took paint, went around each one of those and tried to fix my damage. I was madder than three hornets because I basically had the trunk lid ready for paint, and then I went backwards by just not paying attention, basically. I went backwards, but I fixed it, and now I'm going forward again. So I've got the inner fenders to paint and the tire cover to paint, and what I'm going to say is I'm done after that. The body is next. We'll have paint on everything, and then we'll be done. Like, it'll be Bugatti time to be painted. Not saying that everything is going to stay exactly painted the way it is. There might be a couple changes here and there. I'm not sure. But trunk lid is ready. And you can see also, if Jolene wants to see, on these ones here, on some of them rivets, you still can see around the edge. I think I talked about that the other day, but you still can see around some of the hole of the rivet, and the rivet would not flatten it straight for me. All them rivets in that trunk lid I put on with a hammer and a dolly. Did not crack anything where it goes down there. Let's face it, this piece of metal down through that trunk lid is welded on the trunk lid. And for me to bang, 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 bang 50 times, 60 times, whatever was in there, and not break anything was really good. No primer broke on the top, no primer broke on the bottom. I caused the issue by drilling it back off. That's what happened there. So we're just going to mix up some paint. We'll paint these, and then we'll be on to the car. RJ's here today. He is sanding the wheels to the bike. He's told me when he first came here that he knows his way around a rattle can. Well, now he's going to get a spray gun. He's going to try a spray gun. And it's just, we'll hang the wheels outside probably after he gets them sanded, and we'll go from there. But right now I've got some paint mixed for what's going on in here, and that's what I'm going to deal with. I'll put this back. Thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it. I'm your man, Bad Chad, and Queen Jolene's on the camera. She looks more like a Michelin man than Queen Jolene, but she's here. Filters. I'll filter the paint. Going for it again. Going for it again. We're just painting fools here. We're just painting every day we can. Yesterday, when I lost my cool, I don't know, seemed pretty normal to me. Anybody that's worked in the garage for a long period of time and messed something up after, you know, after you worked on it for so long and then be so, thought I had it right. Stir it up. The color that we're using is a colonial white, so it would be 1955 Ford, I'm thinking. Colonial white. I don't know if that stick flying somewhere is giving me a little warning this morning what's going to happen or not, but and I keep talking about this, you can make your spot more clean than this. You can make your spot more clean than this. Yes, you can. But this is what I have. This is what I'm working with. This, I don't mind. I'm okay with it. I'm using the most reasonable paint that you could buy. I'm using the least expensive gun that you could buy, $15. I'm going in every day and spraying on 3-4 coats of urethane on there. It's going fairly decent. We'll be spraying that soon. Ugh, that one's going to be a hard one. So you can do the exact same thing I'm doing. Piece of piss. Nothing to it. Is that still with the mic? Let's do it. I like painting piece by piece, and that way there I know everything that's got paint on it. Like everything has been hand fabricated and made, so everything needs to be painted separately to get all the paint on everything. Let's rock and roll. Only one hose. Get my paint gun holder to hold that right back and dry the hose off. Thank you. Get the water off it. I like when the gun is spraying. I had too big of a pattern. It wasn't uncovered. I had it covered nicer that time. You can see through that a little bit. My pattern was open a little bit, and I just closed it up a little bit to give myself more paint. I'm hoping it don't bite me in the ass. Just wondering what I want to do here. How I want to paint it. I gotta get down.
Chaser. Don't know if I got enough paint or not. Nope. Gonna mix it with more paint. Checking it out, see if I'm putting on too much or not enough. That don't look bad, it looks good. I see that already, that's good.
Let's mix some more. I need some more. Yes, sweetheart. A little light here, so I know what I'm doing. Gotta be careful. I don't want to mix too much reducer in this and get the paint too thin, because it'll dull up on me. I'm going to use that here in a second. A little bit more paint than I should have, so I had to mix a little bit more of everything. Now, looks to me like I've got probably a half a gallon left there. In order to paint Jolene's car, I'm not sure if I'd want to jump into painting that car on half a gallon or not. So I'd probably buy a little bit more paint and mix it all together. You know, another quart probably, just to be safe. And then we'd have 3 quarts to paint the car. I'm not sure if it's... Did that paint just get up on my nose? Paint on my nose? Felt like it. All right, let's get some paint rocking again on that trunk lid. That's not where I wanted to... That's not... Exactly, thanks, Sierra. That's not where I wanted to run out, was on the trunk lid. But that's what I did. That's the choice I made. Father's got to live by his choices. That's all he can. Here.
Stop it. Stop it, I said. Ah! Stop it. Better be careful. I have her on the ground. Ah! I knew well. I got running that already. I knew well when I put that on there. I put way too much paint on that. Damn it. If it don't go any further, we might not see that, but I'm not happy with what I'm going on right now, but spot there. I don't know if we'll notice that after I paint it. I'll probably just leave that. First coat. That thing right there is what I'm worried about. Man, I got that. All right, let's get out of here. I can't say that's never happened to me because it has, because I generally do put it on wet. That inner fender there, I'm probably just going to leave it. It's just like the door, you'll probably never see it. And the reason being, it's only first coat. Once the other coat's on, it'll take away it'll make it more of the color and you won't see it. Or I could take a piece of tape and run it on there and take it off. What do you want? I could take a piece of tape, but I don't know if I want to dive into it like that. You know what I mean? I'd rather have it a good job, and then instead of there's been a lot of people writing in about Fisheye eliminator. One thing about Fisheye eliminator, you start using Fisheye eliminator, then you contaminate everything. Like you're basically saying you give up, and you're going to contaminate everything so you can paint it so it looks decent. I just find sometimes that stuff don't let the paint flow out nice. What else? Basically, you should just have a good system. Like this system here has been in here for as long as I've been here, 20 years. That system's been in there, and the filter, and I've had to change that. I probably should change that. I probably shouldn't even be painting with the air compressor that I've got running here. I mean, that air compressor ran during TV for 2 years straight, never shut off. And sometimes it runs here all day and never shut off. The lines and all that sort of stuff. Just the gun wash alone. I don't think I want to grab a fix when I don't even know what the problem is. Basically, I'm not interested in that. And you can go get Fisheye eliminator, yes you can, but I've never had great luck with it. What I think it does, it takes the paint and it gathers, it kind of, what can I say? It gathers more, I think, and then it becomes textured. I don't want that really. And I have to go over town and buy it. See what happens. But I did see one fisheye. I feel like it might be my compressor. It needed oil, so I put some synthetic in it one time. I'm thinking that synthetic blew right through that thing like a shit through a tin horn. That's what I'm thinking. Because it usually does when it's back to the other oil that it's supposed to have. I'm going to let this stuff set up nice before I do it again. I soaked that trunk lid. I'm not sure. Man, I want that thing shine, didn't I? Huh? Something like that. I wanted to get it done wet so it does shine. But, the inner fenders, I think, will be... I can try the tape. You want to try it?
What's the tape?
Huh?
What do you do with tape?
I just take the tape and rip off piece of tape the length of the run, stick it on, and then pull it off.
Oh, really?
But I don't feel like, in all honesty, that run that's going to be there, you're not going to see it. You're not going to see it. Right on that line, I think see how wet it is. That's not. Oh yeah, I got her heavy there. Right there, she's heavy. And I knew it also, right? Got problems there. Can't see it really, but
I'm gonna let this stuff dry. I gotta let it dry. I got it on there awful wet. Woo-hoo. I think with let it dry. Let it dry. That's all we can do. And then hit her again. I didn't know if that was gonna sag on me or not there, boys. I put that on there something thick. See what happens. I'll get a piece of tape and try it. This tape is all dirty from the ground. You know what I'm trying to tell you. I had dirt all on the side of it. I'm scared. I don't want to try it. Do I want to try it? I don't think it's worth it. Not to mess it up. I'll paint right over that and you never see it. This one here, man, oh man, oh man, oh man. She got some paint on her, I'll tell you that. Got some paint on her. First coat is glossy. We're doing good. Yeah, we're gonna have to give that a bit. Nailed it too much, obviously. Got the back of it blacked out last night. Stay, please stay. That's all that matters. Just please stay. What do you think? Please stay? I don't want to get no runs up in them where the rivets are. I can tell you that right now. I'll be in for a world of hurt. A world of hurt. What we're going to do is, it's almost break time for us. It is break time for us. Let's have a break, and then we'll come back and we'll spray it again. Let's go and take a look at it. It is cold in here. Makes me think about the paint. Makes me think about the paint. Everything is going good. We got a little tiny sag going along the edge there. I don't feel like you're going to see it once I put 2 more coats on, if I do not make it sag again. Now that one there is how I should have painted. This one here, I just went right heavy on it. I see I got a fisheye there. And it's cold in here. I do not want to get runs on this, not even close, down inside there where the rivets are. Don't want to stand that. I'm just thinking that'd be hateful. It is hateful because I've already done it. I feel like paint is dry. I'm going to put another coat on them. I'm going to go quickly, but the temperature has changed. And basically what I'm thinking is the paint room works best around 70, a little over 70. And it's not 70 in there right now. And that would be, double it. That'd be 20.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, I'm going to put my mask on and go for it. So we can have her mask. Thanks for coming back. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. This car is going to be crazy painting that stuff in there and trying to make everything smooth and shiny and all that stuff. I really feel like I'm going to be stuck with 1,000 swords. Every time I put one of them rivets in, it seems if it get damaged, it's like, ooh, it just fixed that. Ooh, it just fixed that. And the exact same with that stuff in there as I paint it. I do not want to mess it up. So we're going to put some more paint on. I got that much left. I'll just stir it around like that. RJ's a smoker. Huh? I don't know if... Let's do it.
when we went to Greece to get my hair done, everybody smoked, didn't they? What?
Turkey.
Turkey, Greece. I'm all greased up like a turkey. Now you know why she loves me. Because she can make fun of me.
How much we got left? I'm gonna run out on this again. Yeah, we'll paint one side, we'll paint the other. Harder for this one also. Do left-handed. Ah, left-handed.
You want me to?
What?
You want me to hold it?
What? You want to hold it? I'll get it. Thank you. I'm going to do that for now. Looks really good. Good. That's good?
I already know what's going to happen. On the inner fenders, it's looking pretty good there on that line. Did you notice that line very much? You couldn't tell very, could you? The sag on the inner fender. We couldn't really tell that, kind of covered that up a bit. I'm going to put 3 coats on that, so we're going back in coat again. That's the second coat. But on that trunk lid where all them rivets are, what we did notice on the hood, going one way, where that rivet's bent over, say if the hood's going down here, rivet on this side, rivet on this side, where that rivet's bent over, it shadows the paint from going on that piece that goes up through the middle here. Where these are beat off, where they're not exactly going in straight, it shadows one side of the paint sometimes when I'm painting the trunk lid that way. So
in all honesty, I feel like I'm going to be painting the trunk lid twice. I'll probably be painting the car twice, just to try to get, I'm not sure, but I can tell right now, like every rivet on that, when I'm painting that, is a chance for a run, for it to gather around that rivet. You know, that's, you know, when you take a paintbrush and you take your swipe down over, what happens is paint gathers around the rivet and then it runs. But every rivet on them, I have a chance to run on either side. Also, with the other side, but the rivet is shadowing a little bit. I'm thinking it's going to have to be maybe turned the other way and then paint it the other way. It looks good right now. Everything will have paint on it for sure, but just, that's what I'm thinking. And it could be true and it could not be true. Who knows? RJ's doing the wheels with 220 first, and then we're going to go to 400, and then we're going to spray them. We got a little bit of red left for the bike, and he got the wheels taken off, all the tubes taken out. Yeah, so we'll be doing that. What we're going to do is we're going to pause and wait another little while. The heat is soon going to have to go on. That was, I think, my issue, other than putting on a lot of paint, but it's cold. That's what it is right there, it's cold. Pause. Alrighty, we're on third coat. You can see how much paint I have left. I got to mix some more paint. Before I do that, let's go in and take a look at it. Nice and clean. Everything looks fantastic. You can barely see that, and I don't know if you would see that underneath the car or not. You can barely see it. Once I get the third coat on, I think it would be done. This is the thing here I just showed RJ before I start painting that. Where I painted this here, I know that there's paint on that right there. I know that, obviously, that's how I'm going to check it. As I do that, I'm going to do a hard touch on it. If I wanted to do a soft touch, it would be the back side of my finger. I'm going to do a hard touch on the front. No paint. No paint. We seem to be good. So what I'm thinking is we're ready for the third coat. Everything's going good. The trunk looks excellent. The reason I'm hanging this stuff is try to get the less dirt in it as possible. Less dirt in as possible. This time when I go back in, I'm going to make sure I do all the edges good and then paint the piece. Then it's over. I'm going to mix a little bit more paint just because I need more paint. A little bit more. I was fussing with that. It's a beautiful color, I think. Certainly, put that right back where it was. It's a beautiful color. It's a nice white. Very soft, angelic, just like Jolene, my queen. She started out as Sparkles, then I used to call her Sexy Lady, and then I went to Queen Jolene. I was hauling her across we were in the SEMA. Hey, sexy! And had to have been there. Wouldn't you, baby? Had to have been there. Then almost got in a fight on the way back, going back to the room. Somebody said something to my baby, and I said something to them, and it wasn't going to go over good, I don't think. I'm glad there was thousands of people walking right behind me because it just kind of shoved us right along. There was no stopping, right? We're on the sidewalk down Vegas, and he said something, I said something, and it probably wouldn't have been good, I don't think, but the crowd kept pushing us right up along. It was good that happened. All I know is I wouldn't have done that. You know, if he was walking up the street with his woman, I wouldn't have done that. And I know that I wasn't accepting him doing it to me either, basically. Get you in trouble sometimes, you know. If someone broke in your house, do you get up and fight with them? Or do you lay there and pretend you're sleeping? RJ? Someone breaks in your house. Did you lay there and pretend you're sleeping? Or do you get up and fight with them?
It depends how big the guy is.
No. You have to make that choice when they're in the house. What would you do?
Hide.
What?
Hide.
Lay there sleeping or hide? Like would you shuffle around, try to hide somewhere?
I don't know.
Okay. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure what I'd do. I think I know what I would do, but it would probably be the wrong thing. But probably laying there pretending you're asleep probably best. Go ahead, take what you need. See you later. Wouldn't it? Probably. Cold here, look. Goosebumps. That's how cold it is. You can see goosebumps. Cold in here. Joey said, you're right. Let's take a look at it and see if it's shining. I'm going kind of quick on it. I think I'd probably lay more paint on it, probably. What do you think? They're inside underneath. I'm going to be fine with it. I'm going to leave them like that. And the reason being that they don't have to be. What do you think? You like them? We'll just leave them like that for now. Nope, do the edges. I'll make sure I get the edges first. Do this. Should I kick my feet around like that? Can you see it? Haha! Hope everything stays here. Gorgeous. Can't tell. I'm seeing the rivets inside the trunk lead, you know. I can't. Hard to tell. I'm going to leave it. That was a good one, I think. Didn't waste any amount of paint. You can see how much paint I wasted. Okay. I'm in there, so I didn't waste any amount of paint because it's got hardener in it, obviously. Not sure if we're going to get more paint for Jolene's car or not, but yeah, it's quite an experience spraying them the rivets like that, and then spraying the thing, because when I hit the rivets, I'm getting twice the paint. When I hit this, the paint's going over and hitting that, and then when I spray that, the paint's going over and hitting that. I'm getting twice the go there, but I can't. I gotta try to make that wet there, and then when I make that wet, that's already wet, and it's kind of. It hasn't gone anywhere yet. It looks really good, doesn't it, Jolene? Mm-hmm. Looks really good.
Yeah, it does.
We've only got one more piece to paint. Is the car. That's all I can say. We've got one more piece to paint. Is the car. How we paint it, that'll time will tell. But we got one more piece. That's awesome. It's been 9 years in the making. This thing has it been 9 years?
Just about.
9 years in the making, and I said, Jolene, I'm going to build you a car, and did this video, and my friend Bruce towed it out from the back of the garage there, and I was cursing and swearing, and John Players was here, and was in a horny fit. All right, everybody, thanks a lot for coming back. I really appreciate it. It looks really good. Everything's going to get painted once at least. If it gets painted the second time, it'll just be better the next time. Basically, that's all I'm thinking. We got to get paint on it. Have a great day. Like, subscribe, comment. Would you stay asleep if they broke in the house? Or would you jump up and fight with them? Write it in the comments. Back tomorrow.